Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a painted banner using your laser. So you might be wondering, how are we going to do this? How is a laser going to help you paint a banner? Well, I will show you. So I've been seeing painted banners all over the internet right now. I'm sure you guys have too. It's super popular. People are using the craft paper that you can get from places like Lowe's and Home Depot and creating these beautiful painted banners that you can use for backdrops for events and parties and birthdays and all the things. I always thought it would be so neat to be able to create one, but I will tell you guys, I'm not that artistically inclined when it comes to just free painting, and I was like, there's no way I could do that. And I know a lot of banner painters use projectors, but I got to thinking, I was like, surely there's a way to use our laser to create our template. So that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video. And this is Sally after the fact. And I'm actually very pleasantly surprised at how it turned out. I think it turned out super cute and easy. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that step by step. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I designed my image or my design for my banner on Canva. And then I took that design and then uploaded it to Lightburn, traced it, and then we converted that into score lines so that we could then take our craft paper, put it on our laser, and then it did the work for us basically. It just sketched out our entire design for me, and it gave outlines so I could then paint, take it on inside, put a show on, and just paint the banner. And it was super fun, super relaxing, and I had a great time. It was definitely a fun project to do. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how it's done, and I was so excited to do so. So if you have a laser machine and you've been wanting to try painted banners, then this video is for you. Or if you just wanna watch, because I'm gonna show you the entire time lapse of the banner being painted, and it was really fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this video, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a quick overview of how I designed on Canva. So I went here, create a design, and you are going to input the width and height you want your actual banner to be. I put 48 by 36. So as you see here, I already designed my banner, but what you're going to want to do is first, like I showed you guys here, you can type in craft paper and give the background that paper look so you can visualize how you want everything to look when it's painted and done. So then I just basically overlay different clip art to the top of my banner. You're going to want to focus on things that you can kind of see and it will trace easily. So I chose things kind of with like an outline or things that look like they would be able to be traced easily. So you can find things like the flag banners and the school supplies and the squiggly borders and all the things. It's really fun, and you can really kind of do whatever you want here. So that is how I got that. And the fonts that I used for this were Sailor and Joshico. Joshico is that cursive, and then the Sailor is the, bubble looking font. You want to choose a font that would be easy to trace. So next, as you see, I duplicated my banner, and then I went and deleted the background and kind of darkened things up so it will be easy to trace in Lightburn. That's kind of important because you want to make sure you're able to trace your design easily. You're then going to go save as a PNG with a transparent background. Okay, so I have imported my picture into Lightburn, as you see, and next what you're going to want to do is right-click your design and click Trace. So this is the part that it's going to kind of show you in the pink what is going to show up in your software. So you're going to want to mess around with your settings a little bit, drag the threshold, and just highlight different things and kind of play around with it. This takes some fine-tuning, so you might even have to do it a couple times to grab different pieces. But like I told you guys, the darker things are that you save from Canva, it'll be easier to trace on here. So just play around with this until you get it good and traced. Okay, so after playing around with my trace settings a little bit, I was able to successfully trace everything. Everything looks good and crisp. And basically, you're going to set your laser settings in Lightburn to score. If you don't know what score is, it's basically where your power is not too high enough to where it's going to cut through your paper, but it's just the right sweet spot where it's going to leave a line and kind of outline everything. So you just want to kind of play around with your settings on your laser, test some things out, and figure out what settings will work best for your material and your laser type. In just a minute, I'm going to pop right back on here and show you what the settings were for my Thunder Nova 51 130 watt laser. But that is what you're going to want to do now, is just highlight everything and make sure it is set to your score settings. Okay, now it's time to get my paper cut to my size that I wanted. So I used this X paper from Lowe's after reading a lot of reviews and things. I've heard that that's the best, and it's a little bit more pricey. I think mine was like $25 where I was locally, but I think you could get a good mini amount of banners out of that. So basically what I did is I took my measuring tape and I just measured it out to about 48 by 36. I will be cutting it down a little bit on my laser in a second. Once I got my banner paper in my laser, I went ahead and pinned everything down. These are basically just hold down pins. The reason I did this was to keep everything flat, and if there are spots that are bubbling up, you can actually put painter's tape on the back and it will stick down onto your laser honeycomb bed. So before you start with your final banner, make sure to test out your settings. Get something that doesn't have too high of a power. So I ran a series of tests to find that good score line. So every single laser will have different settings, but for my Thunder Nova 51 130 watt, I have my score line set in black to 500 speed, 7 power with air toggle to off. There will still be some airflow, but you just toggle it to off. And then I also have a cut line, which is in yellow, and that is going to be 100 speed, 20 power. And the reason I did this was I actually just shrunk my whole design down just a little bit, and then I have it set to cut out a perfectly square and straight border, and that way everything will just be good and square. So once I sent it to laser, it got done with the design super quick. I did not time it, but I think it was like a minute or less. It was super fast. And it's really hard to see in the video, but you can definitely see the score lines, and you can adjust this to your liking. Like if you want it to be a little bit darker, you can work on your settings a little bit, but for me, it worked out just right and perfect. And like I said, it did all the work for us, which was pretty great. And look at this thing go. It was just a going. And by the way, please don't judge me for my dirty laser. I know it needs to be clean, but we work and we make lots of signs in this laser, so we have to definitely keep it up and clean it quite often. And then this is just going and cutting our border around, and then it is all finished. So everything was good and finished up and outlined. As you can see, it's a little bit hard to tell from the picture, but it definitely shows up really great in person. It did a great job. And then I got everything out on my table in my kitchen. I went and put some newsprint paper behind it, laid out some paint brushes, paint markers, and some acrylic paint. I got the Deco Art paint. I've heard that it works really well for these banners, so I wanted to try that out. And so then I started off by painting all of my letters. And then I also went ahead and outlined everything that I read that the lighter colors, you should do a layer of white first and then do your main color on it. So I did that for like the yellow and the white and things like that. And I will tell you guys, as you watch, I ended up trying to outline the inside of the letters of the first day of school, and I did not like the way it looked. And then I tried to add squiggly lines, and I didn't really like the way that that looked. So I ended up painting the school word black, and then I kept the squiggly lines on the first day of. And you'll see how it looks at the end, and I kind of think it added a little touch to it, because the squiggly lines, you know, we all doodled in school, so I thought it was kind of cute. But anyway, that's what I did here, and by no means, you guys, am I a painted artist. I'm not like, that's not really my craft that I'm good at really, but this was fun to do for sure. So I hope you guys enjoy watching me paint, and it took, I'd say, several hours to do this, just because I don't know. I guess it just took a little bit longer because I was trying to get in the lines. I messed up in a couple spots, but in those little spots, I added like some accents and things to kind of blend everything together. And you guys will see the final product here soon. So my husband actually had some grommets out in his shop, so I was like, that'd be perfect to add to the top so you can hang. So I definitely recommend getting some of those, guys, if you want to like level up your banners. But this is how everything looked at the end. I think it turned out so cute. Definitely not perfect by any means, but cute. All right, you guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I had so much fun doing this video, you guys. It's so neat to be able to see the capabilities of the machinery that we have and be able to utilize it to its full potential. I mean, even something like banner painting, which I never would have thought, hey, laser and banner painting, that goes well together. It actually does, you guys, and it saved me so much time, and it was a lot of fun doing it. I definitely won't be selling banners, don't worry. I just had fun just doing this for myself for like a little project, and I could see myself doing it for like birthdays and, you know, just different things for my family. But it was definitely fun to try out, and I think all of you banner painters out there that do this by hand and are even doing this for a living, I think that is incredible, and I think it is so it's a lot of work. So if you guys plan to try out this tutorial and you want to paint some banners, let me know down in the comments and let me know, do you do that for a living or do you do them for fun, or are you going to try it after watching this video? Let me know down in the comments. All right, you guys, well, that pretty much wraps it up, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.